Good morning. Today I'll be doing problems related to the last class that I've already told you regarding linear filtering of long data sequences. Basically, long data sequences, those were filtered, those were done using the two types of sectioned convolution methods. So those two types of sectioned convolution methods are, one is the overlap save method and the other is the overlap add method. So last class I've explained those two methods with a particular problem, and we have already seen that the result for convolution, the final result yn, output sequence that is achieved at the last, is same in both the two cases. And in both the two cases, basically those are two methods. Like overlap save method, it is used for converting a linear convolution to a circular convolution. But the answer of linear convolution for a particular problem is identical to the answer achieved from overlap save method as well as overlap add method. Clear? So now I'm sharing my screen. We will be doing some more problems. Actually, one more problem I'll be showing you. It's from the textbook Ramesh Babu. And since you don't have the book, so you need to know the problems, isn't it? So the types of problems for overlap save and overlap add methods in our textbook that we follow, basically, the Ramesh Babu book. So there it is present. So let me show you. See, the question is, using linear convolution, find yn if xn equal to 1, 2, minus 1, 2, 3, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, 1, 1, 2, minus 1. Clear? Now, your hn, the impulse response, it is given 1, 2. Only two values. M is equal to 2. Right? Now, it is told compare the result with overlap save method and overlap add method. That means initially we have to do linear convolution. So linear convolution using graphical method I have already shown you last class. So if you do linear convolution, basically you will find the yn value turns out to be 143074 minus 7 minus 7 minus 1 343 minus 2. Clear? Now you notice one thing. What is the value of L here? Your L is the number of elements of xn. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So L is equal to 12. Clearly you can see M equal to 2. So the resulting output will have the sequence L plus M minus 1 values. So what is L plus M minus 1 turns out to be? It's 12 plus 2 minus 1 gives you 13. You see, there are 13 values of yn. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Here, 13 values of yn obtained from linear convolution. Now, these results will be same. We will be showing that the result you got from linear convolution will be same for both the overlap methods. So first come to the overlap save method. You see, in overlap save method, you know that the xn is split into some input data blocks of certain values. So those values are got from the main value of xn, and the way of providing values are as follows. You see, first x1, since m equal to 2, you see m, which is denoting there are two values, m equal to 2 for hn 1, 2, so m equal to 2. So that means m minus 1 will be 1, which is equal to 2 minus 1, isn't it? So since m minus 1 equal to 1, so initially we will be giving 1, 0 for x1, and the rest three new L values will be the L values taken from xn serial. Initially there are three values, 1, 2, minus 1. You see, 1, 2, minus 1. So that we have taken. Next, for x2, the last value of x1 is taken, and the next serial 3 now of xn. For x3, the last value of x2 is taken, minus 2, then minus 3, minus 1. Then x4, the last value of x3 is taken, 1, then 1, 2, minus 1. Then for x5, the last value of x4 is taken, minus 1. And since the series has completed, since there is no more element in xn, you see in xn there are up to minus 1. So you have already completed minus 1, isn't it? So what will be the values? The values will be nothing but will be 0 padded, 0, 0, 0. Clear? Now hn since there are 2 values, so 2 more values we will be adding using 0 padding. So 1, 2, 0, 0. Clear? Okay. Now, using circular convolution, we will be calculating y1n, y2n, y3n, y4n, and y5. These all are using circular convolution method. Circular convolution implies many methods, Stockham's method, matrix method. So the easiest is matrix method according to you. So using matrix method only you can solve the circular convolution. That will be easiest for you all, and that is easy to solve also. Takes less time. So y1n, y2n, y3n, y4n, and y5n. These 5 values of y means these 5 circular convolution values we have got, and then you see y1n equal to minus 2, 1, 4, 3. I have not shown the calculations. Remember, in exam, in anywhere, whenever you do the problem, you have to show the individual calculations. These are long questions, long answer questions. So in long answer questions, you have to show the calculations. This is just I have not shown. Okay, otherwise it will be very lengthy basically. So you have to show it in the exam. Remember. So y1, y2, y3, y4, y5. Now, writing the values of y1, y2, y3, y4, y5 in this manner, you see, I have drawn blocks, and this is y1. Now, next block is y2, y3, y4, y5, and each first element of every y I have discarded. You see, minus 2 is discarded, minus 5 is discarded, 0 is discarded, minus 1 is discarded, and again minus 1 is discarded. So my remaining values will be the final yn. So 1, 4, 3, 0, 7, 4, minus 7, minus 7, minus 1, 3, 4, 3, minus 2. Clear? So this is the same result as you have got for linear convolution. You can notice, you can compare, and you will be seeing that these are the same value. Clear? Now come to overlap add method. So what we do in overlap add method, again we divide the total sequence xn into different blocks, data blocks, input data blocks. So here there will not be 5 data blocks, instead there will be 4 data blocks. Why? Because again m equal to 2, so m minus 1 will be equal to 1. Clear? So since m minus 1 is equal to 1, so x1 will be 1, 2, minus 1, and it will be ending the sequence with 1, 0. 1, 0 will be added. Then again serially the xn value 2, 3, minus 2, then again 1, 0. x3n minus 3, minus 1, 1, then 0. Then x4n 1, 2, minus 1, 0. One notice one thing, there are 5 values of input data in case of overlap save method, but here only 4 values, only 4 sets of input data for overlap add method. Still you will get the same answer. You can see it. You find out again after getting hn will be obviously 1, 2, 0, 0 like the previous one, and y1, y2, y3, y4. Obviously there will be 4 values of convolution. So 1, 4, 3, minus 2 is your y1, 2, 7, 4, minus 4 is your y2, minus 3, minus 7, minus 1 is your y3, and again 1, 4, 3, minus 2 is your y4. y1 and y4 are same, as because x1 and x4 are same. You notice. Clear? Now again we will be placing the y values like blocks in blocks. and we will be writing in this manner somewhat. And you see -2 and this 2 added, -4 and -3 added, 2, 1 added, and final answer is good. So final answer is 1, 4, 3. -2 plus 2 gives you 0. 7, 4, 7, 4. -4 minus 3 gives you -7. -7 minus 1. -7 minus 4. 2 plus 1 gives you 3. 4, 3 minus 2. 4, 3 minus 2. Clear? So both the results I've written in the beneath after finishing the problem, that both the results are same for linear convolution as well as sectioned convolution. Sectioned convolution, you remember? Sectioned convolution is overlap safe and overlap add methods are called sectioned convolution methods. Here, so I've written both the results are same. We have got for as well as for linear convolution and for sectioned convolution. Fine. One more problem. This type of problem can also arise. The linear convolution of a length of 50 sequence with a length 800 sequence is to be found out using 64-point DFTs and IDFTs. Remember, the question is, what is the smallest number of DFTs and IDFTs needed to compute the linear convolution using overlap add method? So since overlap add method, it is a length of 50 sequence, so m equal to 50, and since it is a 64-point DFT, so L plus m minus 1 equal to 64. So if L plus m minus 1 equal to 64 and m equal to 50 gives you L as 15. You see, L as 15. Then number of blocks. So how will you get the number of blocks? You see, it is a 800 length sequence. So number of blocks, L, since it is 15, so number of blocks, how many input data blocks will be there? 800 by 50 gives you 54. So since it is 54, so number of DFTs will be 55, which is 54 plus 1. But number of IDFTs will be 54. Clear? Now come to the second part of the question, which is, what is the smallest number of DFTs and IDFTs needed to compute the linear convolution using overlap save method? Now, since it is overlap save method, so number of data points lost is how much? Since it is a length 50 sequence, so overlap save method means number of data points lost will be 49. Now, since the number of data points lost is 49, since it is a 800 length sequence, given in the question already, so total length of the sequence will be 800 plus 49. That is 849. I have written here. Now you see, each convolution results 15 correct values. Okay, 15 correct values. Since L equal to 15, so 15 correct values. So total number of DFTs will be how much? 849 by 15 plus 1. So 849 by 15 is 57, plus 1 gives you 58, and total number of IDFTs will be 57. Clear? So using overlap save method, total number of DFTs will be 58, and total number of IDFTs will be 57. But using overlap add method, total number of DFTs will be 55, total number of IDFTs will be 54. Means using overlap save method, basically there are more number of input data blocks rather than overlap add method. In the previous problems, we have seen that for overlap save method, you got 5 data blocks: x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. But for overlap add method, the very same problem give you 4 data blocks: x1, x2, x3, x4. But at the end of the problem, both the results will be same. Clear? So these are some problems related to overlap save and overlap add method. In the next class, we will be discussing and starting first Fourier transform. Okay. Thank you.